What's going on, guys? WhiteFoxTold25 here with another video, and today we're talking about Punch Club. So Punch Club is a game I picked up a couple days ago, and I figured I'd give you guys my first impressions because I've been playing the game quite a bit and really liking it. Punch Club is kind of like a retro style RPG boxing simulator, and I know that's a lot of words in the description, but it's really great and I've been really enjoying it. So I'll try to describe what the game's all about and whether or not you should buy it in the video. So Punch Club follows this boxer whose dad was murdered when he was a child, and you're kind of trying to find out who murdered your father, who was also kind of a famous boxer, and then you're also trying to kind of move your way through the boxing world and become like a champion. And it's pretty unique. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It has some really funny parts, but overall it's a really great story, and it just kind of works for the game and the style of the game. Punch Club's also a really great role-playing game, so there are a lot of characters that you get to meet and you can befriend some of them. There's dialogue options, so you get to choose, how your character talks. It's just kind of more of an RPG than you might expect. You can put different aspects into your character and make him strong in other areas. There are skill lines, and it really is a role-playing game at heart, even though it doesn't look like it. Another thing is there's lots of Easter eggs in the story, and if you're like from the 90s, you're gonna get a lot of them, and I think it's pretty funny. The game overall has a really nice mood to it. It's kind of upbeat, which is a nice change of pace sometimes. So let's move into the gameplay. So the gameplay really works like a simulator. What you have to do is you have to manage work, the gym, your fights, your personal life, hanging out with friends. You have to manage sleeping, eating, and then all of that stuff definitely contributes to how your character does in his fights, and you have to manage all of that. So it can be pretty harsh, and it is actually pretty realistic. Even though it's like a 3D pixelated game, it's actually pretty realistic, and it's not a bad MMA simulator, to be honest. Now there are skill lines and you have to pick attributes for your character, and they do really change the way your character fights, which is nice that you actually get to you kind of create a character, like again kind of a role-playing game, and it's really great. It's one of my favorite parts of the game. One thing to mention is that you don't actually fight. It's not like an action game. You're not actually boxing or doing MMA. You have to kind of put your skills in like a set, and you have to work on your stats, and kind of the game simulates a fight. Even though you do get to watch, you don't actually get to fight yourself, so just be aware of that. That's one thing I didn't know when I bought the game. Still really enjoyable to watch the fights, but you don't really get to participate. You're more watching how your character does. Now I think the game will last me about 10 hours, so keep that in mind. There's a price tag of $10, which really isn't too bad, and I've honestly been having a great time with it. So if it sounds like the game for you, that's perfect, and it really is great. But if you're a fan of like action games, it might not be the game for you. There's a lot of like simulation and a lot of going to the gym, but you're really not like doing a lot, if you know what I mean. You're not like hitting buttons constantly. There's a lot more of like a point and click sort of game, and really kind of like an old style role-playing game. But if that sounds good for you, definitely pick it up for the small price tag of $10. It's definitely worth it. I've been really enjoying it, like I said. But that's pretty much it. We might do a few more videos on Punch Club in the future, but that does it for today. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.